driving temp. We got almost 3:30. President's Day today. 30 degrees, which is the high today. It's extremely windy though, so the feels like is about 20, if that. Winds are really whipping. We got like 55 mile an hour gusts. Winds constant in like the 20s. Anyhow, we had that crazy storm, which was only really a few inches of snow, but then it turned into a big rain event, which half melted snow, but refroze instantly. So it was a huge icing event. It was really just total big icing event, big pain in the butt. Luckily with the wind though, so it froze everything up, but with the wind, it was able to dry up like a lot of the main roads and stuff. So, you know, you're looking at, you know, your roads, you know, for the most part are dry, but then you see the spots here and there. There are a lot worse spots. With all that being said, driveways are a completely different story. I had treated this gentleman, he has a couple properties for me. One of them was one of the first ones I treated while it was still technically snowing, just changing over to ice. I salted it pretty heavy, but with the downpour of rain and whatever, and that driveway is both a downhill and an uphill. It kind of with like a culvert with like a little stream or whatever in the middle of it that runs underneath the driveway. It's kind of a recipe for disaster in terms of difficulty. So anyway, he said, "Listen, salt the hell out of it. I don't care how much salt. I don't care how much it costs. Everything is not an issue." So brought a bunch of salt. We're going to do just this property now, and then I'll be in that area where his other property is in a few hours. So I'll get that one done later this evening, or late afternoon, early evening, whatever. Anyway, that's the update though. As of now, it looks like that storm that was potentially a big one for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is off the table. Looks like it's way south of us, like as in Virginia, North Carolina, south of us. So I don't know. One guy said there's a chance it still creeps north, but I don't think so. I think it's off the table. Weather apps have removed it, you know, so on and so forth. But we're arriving on scene now, so we're going. Yeah, he wants me to go heavy between the cars and everything. So we'll salt this one pretty good and report back. Let's see how it looks real quick. This was salting mid-event. Oh, pretty good. Icing down at the bottom where there's extra shade, but the main drag is pretty good. But anyway, all right, let me park, get out, salt, peace. All right, now we're making a whole other video. Just a little bit of time have gone by. It's a little after 4 now, and that went from one client wanting a little extra salt to I'm gonna deplete my salt supply today. So, which kind of sucks because then it's really hard to find salt, but it's also nice because it's extra money, and you know, can't complain about that. So basically that turned into a client that just needed, basically he was sick, and I plowed the driveway and it's real slick and stuff in between his cars. He usually shovels that little part around the cars that are parked in the driveway, whatever, himself. And he's like, you know, can you just go real heavy with salt, whatever. I explained in the last clip of the video. No problem. He has a second property on the account. Do you want that property done? Let me check. Yeah, do that property too. Why not? No problem. So then I call. I have a brand new client. Call that brand new client. Hey, also this was a kind of a pro tip. So he had given me an email address for to email the contract, email the invoicing, and you know, everything over to him. Now they literally had a storm on move-in day, so I didn't want to hound him, but I just want to make sure he kind of got it and we're still good before I start continuing to plow more. the invoice isn't due yet. I didn't get the contract back. Usually, you could say, oh, you shouldn't do anything without a signed contract. Absolutely, I agree. But there's really nothing to go wrong there. And whatever. Absolute worst case, I'll mount a couple minutes on a plow. It's not the biggest deal. But he's like, yes, I'm so sorry. We're moving it. Everything's a little hectic. He goes, I'll get the contract signed over to you this week. And payment over. He goes, he's apologizing. Don't worry about it. I just want to make sure you got it. But while I have you on the phone, I'm currently out salting. Do you want? Absolutely. Yes, please. It is a little icy. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I'll be there in the next, 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. So just like that, we're depleting our salt supply. Just that one client alone, the first one I mentioned with the multiple properties, I mean, that's 5, 6, 7 bags, 50-pound bags. This guy's just gonna get one little 50-pound bag, but we're out doing the best we can. Now the challenge is later this week I'm going to need to find more salt before it gets too towards the end of the regular season. But it's neither here or there. The sun is a killer. Woo! Can't see shit. Good thing for the visor, right? That's the update now. We got a couple more houses to go. While I'm out, I'll pick up the dog from dog daycare. We'll get everything done. Fighting a headache, but we're getting through it. The wind is whipping hard, but we haven't really lost any trees, branches, etc. So looking in good shape now. Well, Trevor looks to be in good shape. You got where the apron is a little icy. Around the turn is icy too. Apron a little icy, but let me hop out. We'll salt this one.